Hello, fellow fragrance lovers, and welcome back to my channel. And my apologies, I am away and I forgot to bring my little light. So my lighting is not the best today. Please forgive me. I was just so excited to start the holiday weekend. But anyway, I am here today with a review of the very new, very fabulous L'Interdit Eau De Parfum Rouge by Givenchy. And I'm going to give you all my thoughts on this fragrance and why it is very, very surprising that I like it. So this is what it looks like here. And in just a moment, we're going to hop into all the nitty gritty details on this, okay? So before we start, of course, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I would really appreciate it. Here at Limelight Labs, we are all about fragrances that make you stand out, get attention, all of that, and spoiler alert, this bad boy right here does all of the above, so I am very excited to talk about it. All right, so let me get into my background with L'Interdit. I typically just do not like the L'Interdit line because, as you know by now, if you watch, even if you've watched like 3 of my videos, because I feel like I say it in almost every video, I hate tuberose, like hate tuberose, but I don't know. Like, I think as I've gone on this fragrance journey, doing the whole YouTube thing in the fragrance community and exploring a lot more fragrances than I had before, I think maybe I don't hate tuberose as much as I originally thought. The reason why I thought I hated tuberose is I was basing it off of the line of Michael Kors fragrances, which of course is that very screechy banana peel. Ugh. Like, I get sick just thinking about Michael Kors fragrances. Now, he is a lovely man, wonderful designer. And of course, I recently discovered the Super Gorgeous that I have fallen in love with. So, like, he's kind of redeeming himself. But, those classic M by Michael Kors fragrances and flankers of that, and some of his other fragrances are so heavy on that banana peel tuberose. Like, I can't stand it. I hate bananas. But I realized I'm okay with the more bubblegummy type of tuberose. So anyway, back to L'Interdit. I have smelled L'Interdit, but I haven't really given it a fair chance, like the original and even the Intense. But I do know that it's not along the same lines as the Michael Kors banana-ish kind of tuberose. So with this fragrance, why I wanted to actually try this new Rouge version is, well, first of all, I was completely smitten by the campaign images. Like, when I saw that this was coming out a couple months ago on Fragrantica, I guess it was a couple months ago that they announced it and, had a little article about it, and the campaign images and the bottle, I was like, I do not even care what that smells like. Like, I want that because I love red. Red is one of my signature colors that I wear very often. I wear red lipstick all the time. I just love anything in the red family, territory, what have you. So, like, when I saw, like, the box and then this bottle, this is one of my all-time favorite perfume bottles now. Like, it's so beautiful and sexy, and I really, really love it. So that was like the very superficial, stupid reason why I wanted to try this. Is this packaging is gorgeous, the images were gorgeous. So as I read about it, read the notes, and then started to read reviews and watch reviews on YouTube, people were saying that it was spicy, and they weren't really bringing up like so much of the tuberose stuff, like that it was in there, but it wasn't like in your face or anything. So I was like, I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna take a chance on this. So let me read you all of the notes. There's a pretty good number of them in here. So the top notes are blood orange and ginger. Love both of those. Mid notes are tuberose, jasmine, and pimento leaf. And base notes are patchouli, sandalwood, and vetiver. Now, I have recently tried a fragrance that had pimento leaf that I loved, which is Hypnotizing Fire by Harmonist. Like, loved that. Loved the spiciness of that. So I was pretty sure I would like it in this. And yeah, just having of course, the ginger. I love ginger in fragrances. So I was pretty sure I was going to like it. So, oh, the other thing is, there were 3 perfumers on this, which is interesting that there were 3. Anne Filippo, Fanny Ball, and Dominic Ropion. Dominic Ropion was the other reason why I wanted to try this, because he has created so many of my other favorite fragrances. Like, his nose is probably my favorite nose, like, in all of fragrance. So I felt like it was going to be a good thing. And I'm happy to report I was right. I am like bonkers for this fragrance. This fragrance is like off the chain, okay? I'm just gonna put it right out there. It is so good and so perfect for transitioning into fall and winter. I know I've gone on this like rampage recently with so many of these like light florally beachy fragrances coming out now. It's like, why are you putting these out right now when summer is over? I mean, at least where I live, summer is pretty much over. Like, why are you putting out these fresh beachy fragrances? That makes no sense. I am so happy with this because I'm like, yes, now I can actually wear this at the appropriate time. So that's one thing that I absolutely love about this fragrance. But oh my god, you guys. It's so good. So right off the bat, you do get this wonderful spiciness, this little zestiness from the blood orange and the ginger. I smell the blood orange and the ginger for sure. Oh my gosh. So now with the tuberose, it is there, but it is the bubblegummy tuberose, and it's mixed so well with everything else that it's not overpowering the fragrance at all. This fragrance actually reminds me a lot of the OG Dior Poison, like the 1985 Poison, which also has tuberose in it. And if you watched my Powerful Perfumes of the 80s video that I made a few months ago, that's what I said about Poison was, and some of the other fragrances that I had tested that had tuberose in them. I'm like, the 80s tuberose, I was fine with. Like, I'm fine with that tuberose. It was like that, 2000s Michael Kors type of tuberose that I didn't like and still don't like. So this guy right here is more of that 80s Poison type of tuberose. And if you like Poison, the original Poison from Dior, I think you would like this. It has a very similar vibe. It almost, I think in that video I said it has sort of like Poison has a little bit of like a grapiness to it. And I get that a little bit here, but with the spices, oh my gosh, I definitely get the pimento. As far as like the woodiness in this, like the, oh, what is it in here? There is sandalwood, right? There's sandalwood. Yeah, and there is patchouli. Don't be afraid of the patchouli in this. I know patchouli is such a polarizing note. I love patchouli, but there's so many fragrance YouTubers who like just completely write off fragrances if they even see that they have patchouli in them. Kind of like what I do with tuberose, so I guess I can't judge, right? But this is just, oh my god, it is. I'm putting more on. I'm like overspraying this too. I don't care if I'm bombing everybody out. So as far as like the strength of this, the projections, yada yada, it's definitely a stronger fragrance. You will definitely smell it, but I wouldn't put it in super beast mode, super overwhelming. Like, you're not going to be choking anybody out with this. Like, I mean, if you sprayed a lot, like if you did like 15 sprays of this, yes, you could choke someone out with it, but it's spicy and sexy and amazing. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It is definitely sweet, especially like when it dries down, because when I first wore it a couple days ago, after it had dried down for a couple hours, I was like, I smell really sweet. Like, sweet, sweet, sweet. So you definitely get the sweetness, but I'm really liking it, and I don't know. I am just in love with this fragrance. I am so happy about it. Now, as far as like being unisex, again, you know my spiel. I say this like every time. I don't care if you're a man, woman, otherwise. You wear what you want to wear, but for the people who care about, like, does it lean feminine? Does it lean masculine? I mean, this leans feminine, I would say, but not to the point where it would be like ridiculous for a guy to wear it, if you know what I mean. Because it has that really nice spiciness, the tiny bit of woodiness. But man, is this good. As far as like the jasmine, it's subtle. Jasmine is my favorite floral note, and I definitely get it a little bit in here, but it's not super detectable. But man, that blood orange and ginger in the opening, it is just like this perfect amount of spiciness, but it's not overly spicy. It's really not overly anything. It's not overly sweet. Like, it's sweet but not overly sweet. It's spicy but not overly spicy. It's very well rounded. It's very beautifully blended. As far as the longevity, I would say I'm getting like 6 to 7 hours with this. It's not like a 12-hour fragrance for me on my skin, but I do have dry skin. But I could definitely smell it after, like, 5-6 hour mark, I would say. So that's all good. So overall, this fragrance, L'Interdit Eau De Parfum Rouge, gets the Limelight Last 2 thumbs up. I think it is fabulous. It is sultry. It is sexy. But it's classy. It's not like trashy sexy. This is classy sexy. So if you want to be sophisticated, sexy, fall appropriate, spicy, you smell a little bit different from everybody else, I think you're gonna like this. As far as the, like, how it compares to the other L'Interdits, like I said, I've never actually worn them on my skin. I've just sort of smelled them. I don't think I've worn them on my skin. And they're okay, but I wasn't, I guess the tuberose was a little more noticeable in those, and that was turning me off. But this, I think, is so much better than the other ones. That's my opinion, though. There's plenty of people saying, like, they still like the original more, they like the Intense more. I'm just saying, to my nose and my preferences, this one blows those other ones, like, out of the water. So there you have it. That is my little review on the new Givenchy L'Interdit Eau De Parfum Rouge. Let me know in the comments if you have tried this fragrance, if you have it, what your thoughts are on it. I would love to hear it. And again, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because we have a lot of fun around here, and I'd love you to join us. I don't know. Well, you know what I mean. Like my other subscribers who are amazing and awesome. So hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.